Hiro Comes Home. Sir Topham Hatt had some exciting news for the engines. Hiro, the master of the railway, will be coming home later this afternoon, he announced. The engines whistled and cheered. Quiet, please, bellowed Sir Topham Hatt. Now, here are your jobs today. Gordon, Pip, and Emma, you three will be taking passenger trains. James and Mary, you two will deliver freight cars of tiles for school on Edward's branch line. Henry, you are to take some cars from Sodor's Lake Quarry to Titmouth Harbor. At Bear, you will shunt cars at Knapford Yards. Remember to come to Knapford later this afternoon, so we can all welcome Hiro home. What about the rest of us, sir? Asked Dudley. Dudley, Richard, and Dunham, you three have other jobs to do. Just remember to welcome Hiro at Knapford when you're done. Yes, sir, they tooted and went to work. Gordon and the high-speed twins both took passengers for the last time. Mary and James took tiles to school on Edward's line. Henry took the cars full of stones to Titmouth Harbor. And Bear shunted freight cars at Knapford Yards. Meanwhile, Thomas was waiting in Elsbridge when he saw something that he had seen before. Hello, Hiro, whistled Thomas. Hello, Thomas, the old engine whistled grandly. Long time no see. So, what brings you here? Asked Thomas. Sir Topham Hatt brought me back here to help with the summer workload. I now work on the main line. Just like Bear, Murdoch, the twins, and the others, grinned Thomas. They all work here on this island, too, he smiled. So, where are you off to? I'm going to Knapford Station, where all the engines are waiting for me, replied Hiro. Say, have you finished working on your branch line runs yet? Yes, answered Thomas. Just in time to join in to welcome you at Knapford. Annie, Clarabelle, and I will be there. Follow us. And he steamed away, and Hiro followed. Evening came. All the engines were at Knapford, waiting for Hiro when Thomas arrived. Beep, beep, he whistled. Hiro's back! The engines heard a whistle when the signal dropped. It was Hiro, the wise old engine followed by. When he came to the station, there was a welcome party for him. Welcome home, Hiro, cheered Henry. We're all very happy to have you back, whistled Richard. Hello, everyone, tooted Hiro. I'm really happy to be back after a long time in Japan. So, when will you come back to Japan? Asked Thomas hopefully. I'm afraid not, replied Hiro. I just don't live there anymore. Why not? Worried Denham loudly. Hush, said Bear. There's no need for that. Let's hear why. Then Hiro began. A few weeks ago in Japan, the new diesels came to take over the work, all the work. Even mine, he gasped. Sadly, all my friends and family have been scrapped by them and never seen again. Then this morning, I decided to escape from my old home. I asked my controller to call Sir Topham Hatt. He said yes. So Sir Topham Hatt brought me back here safely, so I would never want to be scrapped again. And here I am. I could be one of the mainline engines from now on. The engines were surprised. They knew it was Hiro's saddest story they ever heard, and felt very sorry for him. But they were so glad he escaped safely. At last, Dudley spoke. "You know something?" he said to Hiro. "I escaped to Sodor, too." "Escaped from where?" asked Hiro. And Dudley told him the story that was a long time ago. Before he escaped from the mainland to Sodor, none of the engines were afforded the luxury. When the new creation was made, that was better in more ways than the old one. The old one was discarded and rated of without a thought. That was the fate of most of the engines. He remembered all of his friends and family whom he had known over the course of many decades, and then being stripped away from him and taken to the cutter's torch. Dudley knew that soon his time would come, and he knew that it was his duty to prove that steam would still be useful, even in a world full of diesels and modern technology. If of those means were non-ethical. Then Dudley came to the island of Sodor one day. He knew that his chance to finally be free to survive. He didn't wish to spoil Bear's image. He was a hard worker and a gallant engine. But he knew that he had to do anything he could to survive. He attempted to get rid of Bear, but failed. So Dudley learned that it didn't matter how the diesels felt, whether they were friendly or not at all. Hiro was surprised. Even though he wouldn't sabotage the engines like Dudley did, he thought they were too nice for him to do that. That would be terrible if he did. So he decided that both he and Dudley had a lot in common of escaping from their old homes. The engines were amazed. Just then, Sir Topham Hatt arrived. "Hiro, I talked to your controller. He said you can stay on my railway as long as you like." "Really, sir?" asked Hiro excitedly. "I can stay? Thank you very much, sir." "It was my pleasure." The other engines were happy that Hiro was staying on the Northwestern Railway. "I'm very glad you're staying with us, Hiro," smiled Dudley. "It's great to be staying on the island of Sodor, Dudley," said Hiro. Then Sir Topham Hatt turned his attention from the engines to the master of the railway. "Hiro, now that you're home, you can start pulling your trains tomorrow. I'm sure your friends would love to see you doing that again." "Thank you, sir," said Hiro. He felt very happy. Nowadays, Hiro is a mixed traffic engine. He can pull both freight cars and coaches along the main line. Oftentimes, Hiro helps the engines when they're broken down. They have problems like getting stuck on Gordon's Hill and are running out of water. He was always glad to be saved from the Japanese and now a Northwestern engine. He is very happy that he finally has a railway he can call a new home.